army here.
And if QXE, if he could sort of emulate that last engagement, like you could see he was pulling the Vikings back. If he could get those Phoenixes to fly in range of the Thors, that would be huge. Just because the fact that if they're stacked up and the Thors fire at them with that bonus damage versus light units, the Phoenixes would just blow up. Then without the Phoenixes, then the Colossus will go down quickly. That battle cruiser isn't going to be as big of a threat. He needs to make sure that doesn't get focus fired by the Stalkers, though. It's just, this is something that QXE does on a somewhat regular basis. When he gets far behind, he just expands everywhere. And it can actually be really tough to deal with, because he's got you tied up in the middle of the map with this army, and he's just putting a command center everywhere. And if you don't deal with it just right, he'll be able to get those bases secured, and then he's not behind anymore. So if it's really tough to deal with when QXE does this, and Minigun really needs to be doing something about this army, because he's not going to be, quote, ahead for much longer, because QXE's catching up.
Yeah, QXE was trying to bait the Phoenix, just as you mentioned there. The Thors were parked back, a quick shot from the Vikings and a return, so just trying to bait those. I think QXE is just trying to get position here if he can, to be able to get the siege tanks up. That would be critical if QXE can get some siege mode up. He doesn't really have many tanks left, as the battlecruiser is starting to shell the gold minerals there. Battlecruiser tech is revealed now. Too many feedback on the battlecruiser does significant damage to it. It's almost 150 damage there. That battlecruiser wasn't full, but very good damage as QXE is going to move to take his own gold. So very, very huge strike force here actually from QXE. Just worked in the top, taking up the 11 o'clock from Mini. Psystorm's going down. The Marauders, very good versus Psystorm, are just, get intercepted by the Phoenix.
It looks like he might still get the Nexus, though, even with the 500 extra health. He lifted off all of the Marauders, but he didn't manage to get any other units back there, so the Nexus does fall down. Good job by QXE. And with that, and with the Planetary Fortress morphing at the gold base, he officially has a base on every expansion on his half of the map. He's not quite mining them all yet, but if we look over the income tab, he's ahead in the income with about even workers. He's catching up in supply, because, Minigun's been maxed for a while, and instead of really trying to do anything with it, he's been sitting back, which could have been a really big blunder, because the fact, he hit 200 well before QXE, and then what happens is you're maxed. You can't get any bigger except for upgrades, so if you just sit there, then your opponent, starts catching up. Problem is, it's really hard to attack a Terran. It's very tough to
Minigun's
attack.
Going to try on the gold high ground here. EMP hits all the Templar. They are just walking in there completely useless. So the High Templar negated by an EMP there. But the ball of Minigun with the lead of the Marauders, the Immortals actually taking huge fire from the primary, obviously Marauder force here. The Immortals just soaked everything up. QXE wasn't able to get the angle that he wanted there, and Minigun's just going to start pushing. QXE did move 4 Marauders down to the 9 o'clock base there, Minigun. They were taken out by the cannons, and now Minigun's just going to do the rounds, as he is going to encounter planetary fortresses all the way around, but definitely has the numbers advantage right now, as QXE is 50 food behind. Trying to recover as best he can. Those Immortals, great EMP, caught the High Templar, completely took them out of the game. The Immortals, though, were just able to soak all of the Marauder fire, and just QXE was not able to do anything as one of the planetary fortresses falls now.
And the Immortals are so good at taking out planetary fortresses, and you can see, mass repaired planetary fortresses don't die to many things. Immortals are one of the things that can keep it alive, no matter how many SCVs are repairing it. And he's throwing down storms. There's just no way in hell. QXE is losing pretty much all of his bases. He's having to pull what forces he has out in the middle of the map. These battlecruisers don't do very well against a lot of stalkers, but to be fair, there aren't many stalkers left. So he might be able to get something done here, but both of those battlecruisers will get feedbacked here. There goes the first one. If he can get the second one... Oh, there's a third battlecruiser here now, so he's pretty much switching over to air, marauders, and ghosts.
Void Ray's coming out right now, but feedback does take in. QXE lost a whole ball of Marauders there, just a really bad angle, really good Storm and Colossus pickup. You're absolutely right. The battlecruisers are kind of rallying back. The Stalker's numbers have been really reduced by Minigun. He is going to try to get some Void Rays out. But Minigun definitely taking the economic advantage here. Huge lead. He just triple the income right now. Obviously, giant map control with QXC losing 2 of those bases in the eastern part of the map. So QXC is going to be forced to do his best to defend here. He is flying a newly built command center up into the gold there. Minigun's not going to let him have it very easily as more Marauders, 2 ghosts, 3 ghosts are out, but I don't think this engagement, the Stalker numbers have just gone up way high, and good EMPs out, but they're just going to generate Archons, and I don't think QXC is going to have enough to repel this now that the Stalkers get in there. Blink goes down. The Battlecruisers are completely surrounded. Archon down. Good game from QXC. Minigun takes it. So Root Minigun advancing to the finals, guaranteeing a spot in the top 2. And he is going to be moving on and representing Team Root for sure in the finals, as we knew that would happen.
Yeah, so we've got Protoss versus Protoss in the finals, and at the end of the game there, QXC is just relying on his battlecruisers, and yeah, battlecruisers are great if you're ahead and you can throw them into your army, because you can force your opponent to make a certain unit. Like, you can say, I'm going to make these battlecruisers while I'm ahead, and you need Void Rays and more Stalkers, and you need to upgrade Blink, or else you're going to lose. But when you're behind, Minigun wasn't really too troubled by the fact that he had to counter those battlecruisers. Very easy for him to do. So you can see the end result there. Our condolences to QXC. He still has a chance to take 3rd place because he will be playing the loser of this match and get $50. But congratulations to Root Minigun, the newest pickup by RootGaming, is going to be in the finals.